Welcome to Lecture Online, and here together with my wife we're going to try to answer this question because it's a really important question that was sent to us by Venn diagram. My question: I am really losing it in life right now and I'm in desperate need of comfort, but life is just so tough. Do you have any non-typical tips on how to find myself again? And so the reason why we're both here in front of the camera is because we've both been through it.
Yeah, I've been through it, and I've been some pretty dark places. I don't know how bad you're feeling right now, but I want to assure you that it will get better.
And that is the key. I've been in very dark places myself. You would think that being married to a wonderful woman, having 8 children together, reasonably successful in my jobs, I've been in places where I didn't see there was any point in living anymore. And I don't know why, but I was in very dark places.
And then we like to have a list of things. The first 4 looks typical. I know you want non-typical, but the first 2 is especially important because we can help you there.
And it's so important that if you feel like you want to harm yourself or kill yourself or anything like that, you need to get help because...
That's our dog.
That's our dog. All right, let's try again. All right. If you get yourself to the point where you want to harm yourself or kill yourself, it is so important that you get immediate help. Call a friend, call a family member, call anybody. Call your pastor, your priest, anybody that can help you because you want to get to that darkest of dark time when you feel like there's nothing else left to do. You want to get through that point because there is better things in your future and you want to get to the point where you no longer feel like you want to harm yourself.
You just don't see it yet because you're in such a dark place, but things will get better. But once you harm yourself, there's nothing to get better.
Nobody can help you at that point. And also what's really important is that sometimes us as people, we want to get some sort of help, some sort of relief from our pain and anxiety and the way we feel, that we'll go to drugs, legal or illegal, or alcohol, and that will never help. It only will make things better. So again, if you are hooked or you're using drugs in a bad way, definitely, again, go get help. You need that help. You can't do this on your own. You need somebody to help you through it.
Okay, number 3.
Yeah. And what's really important is that you may not see like there's light at the end of the tunnel. You have to know that if you work through it now, things will get better. And it may seem like a cliche, but it does. If I look back to where we were before and where we are now, it's like, oh, I could never have seen that things could have gotten so much better in the future at the time that looked so dark. Just know, work through it, you will get better.
Yeah, I remember when it was really bad for me, I couldn't even think beyond that it's getting better or it can get better. So just know that it will, you just don't see it.
Yeah, that's the key. And also realize that it takes time. You may not feel better tomorrow or the day after, but just keep working at it and things will get better. It just takes time. It's not an immediate thing. Just hang in there. It will get better.
And getting better means that it might get better one day and then the next day you fall back. Sometimes feel like you make one day better and then for 2 days you feel so bad that you swear it's not going to get any better again.
Yeah.
But it's a very slow process that's best measured in months or years. And don't let that be an unsurmountable task because I don't want to tell you it'll be better tomorrow and not have it better, but know that it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of time.
Yeah. And then the very key thing, this is number 5, is probably key. No matter how you feel, get up and do your daily task. Whatever that you're supposed to do, go to school, go to work, clean, wash yourself, fix something, regardless how you feel, because not doing it will make it worse. And this is key to survival. This is key to making things better. Regardless how you feel, just get up and do what you need to do. It may seem hard, but realize that if you start doing it, it will actually make you feel better. And the path to recovery is there. That's the key to survival. That's the key to getting better. Just get up and do what you need to do every day, and you'll find that things will get better in the future.
When I was really feeling really bad in a very dark place, I got up every single morning. I didn't want to. I didn't feel like it. I didn't even know how I got up. But I forced myself to get up, and I forced myself to go running. And it was horrible. I wasn't eating, but I forced myself anyway. Every morning I woke up, I'm wondering how come I didn't just pass away overnight. But I got up, I woke up and said, well, I guess it wasn't my time. God didn't take me. But I got up, I went running, and I did the things that a mother's supposed to do for her children. And that's what got me through it. I did what I needed to do regardless how I feel. Feelings wasn't part of the equation. Doing is the best equation.
Yeah, and then I would say the next thing we need to do is realize that we're going to have deep, dark thoughts. And what we need to do is not dwell on them. Don't dwell on those negative thoughts. Just realize they're there. We're human beings. We're emotional beings. That's part of us as human beings. We're going to have happy thoughts. We're going to have sad thoughts. We're going to have desperation thoughts. Just realize they're there. That's normal. And just say, don't give in to them. Don't dwell on them. Just realize they're there, but I need to just go on my daily tasks. And if I have really bad thoughts, just kind of try to put them in the background. Concentrate on what you're doing. Don't keep dwelling on those thoughts. And that's also a very big key point.
What helps me with those negative thoughts I have is like, I'm worthless. This will never get better. Or why I'm even here. What use am I to the world? When those negative thoughts come into your brain, you have to recognize them as negative thoughts. Don't believe them. Just because your brain is telling you something doesn't make it true. Your brain tells you negative thoughts and you don't have to believe them. What I used to do is that I would imagine that if my loving grandmother was still around, I would imagine that if I told her, well, this is what's coming into my brain tells me this. She would say, "Posh, nah, just ignore that. It's not even true." Don't believe everything your brain tells you.
Yeah. And then you have to realize that if you had a good day where you were able to put those bad thoughts away and you were able to get through your day and things seem to get a little better, realize that the next morning you could fall right back in the same trap, swirling those bad thoughts around and falling right back into deep depression. Every day, you got to start every day just doing what you need to do. Be aware that you might have bad thoughts. Just realize, hey, there's that bad feeling again, but then go on with your daily life. Try to not concentrate on it. Try to not dwell on it, and just do what you need to do. And those bad feelings and thoughts will slowly fade away if you just keep working at it. Every day, get up and be determined that this is going to be a better day, and you're not going to let those bad thoughts control you. Just ignore them and do the things that you need to do. And yes, over time, things will get better.
And what I used to do is that I used to kind of imagine that if bad thought comes to my brain, I used to put a little Post-it note. And then I would write on that Post-it note, negative thoughts. And I post it on there. So I visualize it, and the Post-it note says, negative thoughts. And I just put it somewhere else. The negative thought will come back, and I'll put the Post-it note back on. Negative thought. I don't even think about anything else. Just negative thought, and you push it away. Put it in a little drawer somewhere.
And you got to realize, by no means are we professionals in this field. We're just people, everyday people that have experienced the same kind of things. And so we have experience, and we want to share those experiences with you, hoping that it might help you. It's not just you that are struggling. There may be lots of people around the world that are struggling with this. From experience dealing with my students, a lot of students have approached me in big desperation and going, oh, how can I go on? And just being able to talk about it and realize that things can get better if we just keep working at it, and don't fall into the trap of just keeping to hang on to those bad thoughts. Just think, put those in the background, do what you need to do every day, and strive ahead. And yes, things will get better. Life can be wonderful. We just need to find that place and stay with it. Just keep working at it. Things will get better.